Hi guys, Ruben here. Today I want to talk about acrylics. Since there's so much to cover, of course I had to break it down in different videos. Today we're going to talk about yellow. Not everything, because also will be too long, but the basic of acrylic yellow. We're going to start with what is yellow. Yellow is one of the primary colors and the brightest, and one of the oldest ever used for artists and throughout time. So we're going to start with the craft, which is and then we move on to the artists. The craft is a lot of brands out there, but save your money. The only craft that I use is the Americana yellow, the best quality, the best coverage, and I like the Bleak matte also. Those are the only two craft that I use. The other one is waste of money. Please save your money. The one I made it short 2 years ago, and you can tell the brightness is hold on pretty much, and you can tell, you know, the coverage is not so good either. So this is the American lines, which you have a lot of beautiful yellows, and you can tell the different how much coverage you have. Although yellow is a very misunderstood color because it's supposed to be transparent. It's different type, depending on the pigment, it's different type of pigment. The only pigment that's really opaque is the cadmium, which is the most expensive one, number one, and also is highly poisonous. So it's never recommended for a spray or to get any access to the pigment in it. It's very, very toxic. So, but it's the most opaque, and you're gonna tell more when I show you the shot that I made for the artist color. This is a recent shot that I made today, actually from yesterday and today, and you can tell the brightness of the color once you pass it through a black line. So the real way to pick the right yellow is actually by the pigment load, not by the transparency, because a yellow can be transparent in a paint, like it could be a really expensive paint. That's not how you pick your yellows. Yellow is a transparent pigment except for the cadmium, and you can tell in here all the cadmium yellow there is very opaque. Cadmium yellow, very opaque. Another cadmium, very opaque. The rest, they are very transparent, and the brands that I use the most is Liquitex, because they have some of the strongest pigment in it, and also very good opacity. I like the golden. It have a very good tint strength. Of course, the Decor Tradition is the one that I actually use the most. You can tell here how strong the color are in the Decor Traditions. How you know how strong is the tint? Just mix half equal part of white and the yellow, and if it move a lot, if it's a big change, that means it doesn't have enough of pigment. You can tell in here how it didn't change too much by adding equal part of white in there, in the Liquitex and the Traditions. Also, the golden didn't move a lot. So you get what you pay for. Sometimes you go cheap and you get a very cheap performing color. So going back to the yellow, it's often misunderstood because of that. When you're looking for the yellow, look for the amount of pigment in the paint, the strength in it, not by the transparency, because most of the yellow pigments are transparent. So how to test it? Mix it equal part with the white, and that's how you get the results. They have the yellow, have the earthy colors, like you can tell in here, which is actually one of the oldest pigment ever used by humanity. Starting in the caves, they used to paint with ochre. Yellow ochre was one of the pigment used to paint in the caves. So they can last for millions of years. So they have a student quality and they have the artist quality. The student quality, even it looks the same like the artist, it have less pigment in it and more fillers. And the artist quality, of course, they have more pigment and some of them don't have any fillers at all. So you get what you pay for. So if you can afford to get the artist quality, get the artist quality. If you're just trying out, then you can start with the student quality. Going back to the colors that I use the most, when I need like a really heavy coverage, I look for a pigment that have cadmium yellow, because it's the most opaque of all the yellow. But normally I like to work with thin layers. So I use more the transparent, and I use the most the Deco Art Traditions because they're very soft and then very fluid, and then I can give like thin layers without losing the strength. I can quickly show you a painting that I made last year. Look at the colors. All this was painted with Deco Art Traditions. And they're extremely light fast. I had things that I painted many years ago and they still have the same vibrancy. Beautiful, right? I can't fit the whole thing in the camera, but you got the idea. Anyhow. Recap everything. You get what you pay for. Don't go for all those cheap material that just throw the money in the garbage, because that's what you're doing. They're just full of fillers and stuff like that. If you're serious about painting, go for the best, but not the most expensive necessarily. 3 brands that are the top brand that are not very expensive is the Liquitex, the Deco Art Tradition, and the Golden. The 3 of them, they have the same type of quality pigment. The one that's the most affordable, Deco Art Tradition. Also, it's the one that's the softer, the more fluid, because I don't like really to work with texture, and it gives you the most beautiful shades. Those you can get in decoart.com. I put the link below so you can check it out. So I hope this served you good, and if you have any question, please comment below, and please like and share and subscribe if you're not, so you don't miss any of the future videos. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.